Namaste, my brothers and sisters. I'm your brother Tanet. I'm with Master Corey, Master Eric Hugging Bear. And today we are going to be talking about what life was like before awakening and after awakening. And we want to focus on like the activities, things that we do practically, because I want to just share with you what happens when you kind of start seeing life more than just societal way, in a more loving, compassionate way. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start so we can to just pave the way a little bit. So before I was open to spirituality, I actually just didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. So I spent a lot of my time just playing video games, honestly, like spending video games and just looking for girls to talk to, and spending a lot of time on the phone with girls because I was lacking self-love. So I was constantly seeking love outside of myself. And it helped, but it wasn't sustainable because that's just what happened. I spent a lot of time not socializing because I wasn't very confident. And I didn't enjoy school or studying. I just wanted to play games all day, and I wasn't inspired. And so I spent a lot of time just maybe playing basketball, but I didn't see any vision for my life, and just spent a lot of time just kind of wandering and getting lost. But I needed to get lost to get here. And so I'm very grateful that I was just so good at sucking that I found love. And but now I understand I needed to just be mediocre, like very mediocre. Yeah, like I just didn't score many good grades in school. I got picked on, so I just didn't want to be there. And then, and my confidence was very low, and I was just super negative in judging. I was just judging so much that I was unhappy. But now I'm hanging out with more people who love themselves, people who committed to their visions and dreams. And now I have a big, my heart's opened, and my energy is flowing more confidence. And I just meditate a lot more. I'm more creative, I make a lot more art. And it's just been a very fulfilling life transformation, but it took commitment the whole way. Because if I didn't commit, I could not be here today at like unconditional loving presence and just showing up as the really bright for myself, and then other people start being inspired too. Okay, so now we're gonna go to Master Corey. What life is like before you start doing your being a healer and opening to all of these things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's interesting, the first thing that came up when you started talking about this topic was the old little saying that the guru would say, like what happened when asked what happens after enlightenment, and the line is, before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. But I guess for me, like when you start doing those things, it's about consciousness. It's about awareness and consciousness. And it's like, I'm chopping this wood with more consciousness. I'm carrying this water with more consciousness. And I'm aware of all the connections with everything in life. So for me personally, before I started healing work and, meditating and opening up to consciousness, it was just unconscious, and so like my music, I enjoyed playing music, and and would enjoy different things in life, but it was very, for me there was many more moments of just inward depression, and just like, just not really, just sitting on the couch watching TV, a lot of this like binge watching type stuff, and after learning about healing work and self-introspection, and it just started opening up life and seeing all the many connections between, my life, my past, my parents, and how everything, fits together, and where I fit in this, in the universe, and all the little pieces, connecting, and start to have this awareness and that awareness, like, and then seeing reflections and serendipities happening in the outside world, and being open to that. And the more open to that I became, the more they started to happen. And now I'm sitting here with these amazing brothers, talking about healing and consciousness, and on this beautiful Thursday afternoon in this beautiful park, and it's just magical. And so, just opening to magic, opening to flow, opening to awareness, every day, more and more.
Thank you, Master Corey. Now to Master Eric Hugging Bear. Life before and after, if you even had that, go ahead.
So I was a little bit of a weird cook, as one of my shaman friends said. I'm a little bit of a strange cookie. I went through stages when I was young, as a child, where I was enlightened, and then I would veer away from it. There were times where I had compassion and I rescued every animal I could, and there were times I hunted. So I've been on both sides of that coin, and I've gone back and forth. I've had one foot on this side of the river and one foot on that side of the river, and the river just got so wide I made a choice, and that choice was enlightenment and being conscious. So I want to elaborate on chopping wood and carrying water before and after enlightenment. Before enlightenment, it's about looking good and sounding good while chopping water. After enlightenment, it's about how it benefits myself and all the other people that are able to utilize that wood, and how I feel healthier by having the exercise. Not look healthier, feel healthier, am healthier. So before enlightenment, chopping wood and carrying water was about looking good and sounding good, and maybe even being thanked or making money on it. After enlightenment, it's about the greater good, the benefit of all of those around myself and the planet. And as we enlighten, we go from thinking about how we look and how people perceive us to just what are we doing that improves the quality of the lives of those around us and the planet. And I think that's the difference. Probably we know each other well, and I think if I could summarize thousands of words and conversations that we've had, I think that summarizes it. There was a time when we wanted to look good and sound good and smell good, and now we want to just help ourselves and the entire planet. Yeah. Does that kind of summarize everything that we've all...
Yes, and because we naturally attracted each other because we are on a similar or same vibration, doing work, helping ourselves out. And so we meet other people who love helping themselves, because by helping ourselves, we help other people around us in our own unique ways, and that's why we're creating community wherever we go, anywhere in the world, but we happen to be in Houston. Master Corey does sound healing weekly. Master Eric's always helping people show their way to their heart, and in a different, unique way, that because some people will align more towards Master Eric, some people will align more towards me, towards Corey, but we're all, when we're in the moment, we're just all the same. We're all just here to really inspire ourselves so that we can inspire each other, so that we can all be happy. And so if you feel that calling, that like you want more to life than just working, and just you want to connect deeper into whatever that is, because maybe you don't even know what that is, talk to somebody that you feel knows, because they really do know. And and we're going to continue making these videos because we want to stay in inspiration and love, and we want to get this love out there because we show up consistently, and I want to bring beautiful people out into the world and see what they're doing. And so add them on Facebook. I'll tag them, and if you feel called to talk. If you feel called to continue listening, we're gonna make videos consistently. And yeah, peace and blessings, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.